3 Pokemon headed this way, so stay low if you're not trained. Now, Blockbusters.
The host of Blockbusters, Liza Tarbuck.
Oh. Hello there. Did you know that the word hello was a word invented especially to answer the telephone? Well, it was. That's the kind of thing you learn here on Blockbusters. We left you the last time with our 3 brand new contestants who are Gemma, Michelle and Victoria. And I think it's about time we learnt a little bit more about you. You are, madam, playing solo, Victoria Chapman from Wheatley Park School in Oxford. Your nickname is Toya.
Yeah.
And where do you originally come from?
I was born and lived for 15 years in Barbados in the Caribbean.
How awful. What on earth made you come to our rainy shores, madam?
Well, university, more chances for different subjects and different
Fabulous island, though. I'm very
Yes.
partial to that myself. And you'd most like to meet Alanis Morissette, it says here.
Yeah, I think she's brilliant. She's
So
the
do
best. Yeah.
And you're playing opposite Gemma Dan and Michelle Tomkiss from Wolverhampton Girls' School. Welcome.
Okay.
And Gemma, you've got a very interesting claim to fame, haven't you?
Yes, my granddad, apparently, I don't know what the relation is, but he's supposed to be related to William Booth, who founded the Salvation Army.
Oh, I say. Well, that's quite something, isn't it? And you would most like to meet, Michelle, Stephen King.
I would. I just want to know what makes him tick, because he's very weird. Some of the books are, but they're so interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. Is he a nice man, I wonder? I bet he is. Just a little bit twisted. Well, good luck, ladies. I think we should get on. It's a new game. A T is flashing. We all wish you all the best. Let's play Blockbusters. Good luck, girls. Right. What T did Nancy Reagan say a woman is like, as only in hot water do you realise how strong she is? A tea bag, apparently. Well, good luck, Nancy. Here's another T. What T was the creature that a nude Frank Skinner held in front of himself for modesty in the stage play Cooking with Elvis? Victoria.
The turtle.
It wasn't a turtle, no. Ladies, this is now all yours. What T was the creature that a nude Frank Skinner held in front of him for modesty in the stage play Cooking with Elvis? Gemma.
Tortoise?
It was a tortoise. Well done. Bad luck, bad luck. We have to be pedants on those sort of subjects there. Apparently the tortoise was called Stanley, for your information. Right, Blues, you are now on the board. Where would you like to play next?
P, please.
A P? What P is a device fitted to stimulate the heart muscle when the beat is irregular? Victoria.
Pacemaker.
Pacemaker's right, well in. There you go, that's a bit of a relief. We're all on the board now. So, Victoria, where to next?
Can I have a C, please?
Certainly. What C was the building that briefly in 1930 was the world's tallest before the Empire State Building was completed nearby in New York? Chrysler. Oh, of course. Right, here's another C. What C is an ankle-length garment worn by priests and choristers? A cassock. Oh, we're whipping through them today. Right, here's another one. What C presents the Saturday morning TV show with Anton Gemma?
Cat Deely.
Cat is right, well done. Hooray! Obviously, with the lovely Anton Deck, the very beautiful Cat Deely. Right, Blues, where to now?
B, please.
A B. What B was Sony's 1980s system of video recording that gave excellent quality pictures but lost out in the competition with VHS? Gemma.
Betamax.
Betamax is right, well played. It was apparently eventually abandoned completely. So, girls, where to now?
R, please.
An R. Steady incline there. What R is a hospital doctor just below a consultant or a judge or an official who deals with births, marriages and deaths? Gemma.
Registrar.
Registrar's right. Well played, madam. Right, blue is now flashing. Obviously, Victoria, I'd love you to block for the sake of good TV. Right, blues, where to?
M, please.
I thought you might. What M is the successful British motor racing team employing Mika Hakkinen and David Coulthard? Michelle.
McLaren.
McLaren is right. Well played. That's Blockbusters. Oh, feel very proud of yourselves there. Well done. So we're one game in, one game obviously to the blue team. Victoria yet to score, but you've got your new chance now because we are going to get on. I see a flashing F. Let's play the second round of Blockbusters. Right, gang, here we go. What F is the name of the trio of Wycliffe Jean, Praz Michelle and Gemma?
Fugees.
Fugees is right. And, of course, the hugely talented Lauren Hill in the bottom there, which was rather nice. Gorgeous voice on her. Right, blues, where to?
E, please.
An E. Ah. What E came before Cursed and Blessed for the #1 Catatonia album in 1919? Michelle.
Equally.
Equally is right. Well done. Cursed, I said there. I was giving it an oldie English pronunciation. Cursed. Why not? Right, here we go. Blues, shout it out to me.
G, please.
A G. What G is constantly expected by Vladimir and Estragon, but never actually arrives in Samuel... Michelle.
Godot.
Godot will do. Well played. Godot. You like me, say what you see, and I'm certainly doing that. Right, waiting for Godot there, of course. Right, blues, where to?
Can we have a U, please?
Yes, you can. What U describes the fuel introduced in June 1986 to the UK? Michelle.
Unleaded.
Unleaded's right, well played. Right, blue is flashing again, madam. I'd love you to cut in if you could. Right, blues, my guess is that you might want that N.
Yes, please.
What N may be masonry, flooring or roofing and get hammered in? Michelle.
Nails.
Nails is right. Well played. That's Blockbusters. Madam, Victoria, also known as Toya, we wish you well in your ambitions because you plan to travel to Zambia, don't you, to do some conservation work?
Yeah, I hope to.
We wish you well with that. Thank you very much for coming. You have won a Blockbusters dictionary, and a CD-ROM, and a £5 note. Thank you very much indeed. You're up against it with these two. Send our best love back to Wheatley Park School in Oxford, will you please? Now, Gemma and Michelle, you're playing from Wolverhampton Girls High School. We're rooting for you now, as one of you has to go down on the gold run spot. So who is it to be?
It's me.
Gemma, if you wouldn't mind, could you trot to the spot, please? Good luck. You have 60 seconds to cross the board and light up the golden honeycombs. If you make it to the other side, you will win a gold run prize for you and your partner. You can pass on any questions you like. It's slightly longer than you'll think it is, so stay calm if you can. We're all rooting for you because we'd like a look at the gold run prize, frankly. So, when you're ready, shout them out from the left-hand side, please.
GH.
GH. If only is the story of this former Spice Girl's life.
Jerry Halliwell.
Yes.
GB.
GB. Sac in the liver that collects bile.
Gallbladder.
Yes.
ATW.
Opposite of below the belt.
AN.
AN. Former building society whose internet bank is Kahoot.
BITH.
Proverbially worth two in the bush.
Bird in the hand.
Yes.
MGP.
Motor race round Monte Carlo Harbour.
Something Grand Prix.
Yes.
SB.
SB. Singer who was once married to Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Sarah.
Yeah.
Oh, Sarah.
It's gone.
PB.
OK. Largest Arctic predator?
Polar bear.
Yes.
JA.
J.A. Mrs. Brad Pitt?
Jennifer Aniston.
Yes. Oh, bad luck. Bad luck, madam, if you'd like to sit down. It is a nightmare, of course. The good news is when you don't make it for the prize the other side, you start playing and accumulating cash. And you accumulated for yourself and your team member £50 there, so well played. Now, you passed on a few. The first was ATW, opposite of below the belt, above the waist. Quite simple, bit tricky though. Then we've got MGP, you knew it was Grand Prix, motor race round Monte Carlo Harbour, Monaco Grand Prix there. Then we have AN, former building society whose internet bank is Kahoot, that's the Abbey National, and SB, singer who was once married to Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Sarah Brightman.
Yeah, of course. It's easy now, isn't it? Well played, though, my love. You did terribly well there. Gemma, ladies and gentlemen. Right, can our brains take any more? Of course they can, but let's just let them cool down for a couple of minutes and we'll be back to turn up the heat right here on Blockbusters. Blockbusters, where it's not the winning, it's the taking part that counts. OK, who am I kidding? It's the winning, of course. Hurrah! We have here a new solo player in the beautiful form of Miss Hayley Kelly from Scarborough Sixth Form College. Welcome, madam. I see here that your nickname is Boo.
Yeah, my parents, for some strange reason, used to call me Baby Boozer when I was little.
Maybe you're a bit of a guzzler then.
Still am.
Yeah, good on you. We like that. And you play the flute, my dear.
Yeah, I've played for about 11 years.
I think it's one of the most beautiful instruments, that. A few jazz funk things I've got with the flute on it, just because I like it, frankly. And you perform in a band.
I used to perform in a band. I used to be a singer in a band.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Any plans to carry that on?
I'd like to start singing again at university. So.
Yeah, good on you. Well, that's a very nice ambition. Good luck to you with that. Have you met Gemma and Michelle? They're over there, our reigning champs. I think, rather than let you sit there and get more nervous, we should play on Blockbusters. Blockbusters styly. Right, there we are on the left there. A W is a flashing. So, ladies, what W comes before feeling small in the first line of Bridge Over Troubled Water and means exhausted? So you're all trying to think of the lyrics then. When you're weary. Ah, typical. Right, here's another W. What W is an angry old buffer's contemptuous term for a young person who he considers unimportant and cheeky? Gemma.
Whippersnapper.
Whippersnapper's right. Well done. What a fabulous word that is. Right, Gemma. And Michelle, where to now?
G, please.
A G. What G was the breed of dog owned by Tyrone in Coronation Street? Michelle.
Greyhound.
Greyhound's right. Of course, he sold all her puppies off, didn't he? Good lad. Right, where to now, Blues?
Could we have a V, please?
Yes, you can. What V was the name of the golf course on which Tiger Woods won the 2000 US PGA? Gemma.
Valderrama.
It's not Valderrama, no. Right, here we go. This is now all yours, Hayley, OK? What V was the name of the golf course on which Tiger Woods won the 2000 US PGA, a name shared by the Hall of Heroes in Norse myth? Valhalla. Ah, Valderrama. Do you play golf?
No, but I remember seeing it on the TV.
Ah, Valderrama, Valhalla. One and the same thing to some players. Right, here we go. Here's another V. What V was in September 2000 the first Premiership manager of the season to lose his job when Chelsea Hayley?
Vialli.
Vialli is right. Well done. Chelsea, of course, sacked him. Poor old Mr. Vialli, Gianluca. Right, Hayley, it is now your choice. Welcome to the board.
Thank you.
Where to, madam?
Can I have an F, please?
An F at the bottom there. What F comprise unique patterns of loops and whirls which remain constant all your life, much to the regret of criminals? Michelle?
Fingerprints.
Fingerprints is right. Well in. Right, girls, where to now?
Can I have a B, please?
Yes, you can, because you are so nicely. What B is an invented word for the short passage on a book jacket that tries to recommend the contents to a reader? Gemma?
Blurb.
Blurb's right, well done. They're fast and they're furious, are they not? Right, Blues, where to?
O, please.
An O. What O is a stone pillar like Cleopatra's needle? Gemma?
Obelisk.
Obelisk's right, well done. Right, you're flashing at me, which could be misconstrued as rather rude, but in this case it's good news for you and bad news for Miss Kelly there. So, butt in if you can, madam. Blues, where to?
E, please.
An E. What E is the lighthouse on rocks south of Plymouth, named after the currents that swirl round the rocks? Gemma?
Ebb.
It isn't ebb, no. Well thought out. Hayley, this is now all for you, madam. What E is the lighthouse on rocks south of Plymouth, named after the currents that swirl round the rocks? Eddystone. Right, here's another E. What E is the award for which in July 2000, 18 nominations were given to The West Wing and another 18 to The Sopranos? Hayley?
Emmy.
Emmy's right, well played. Nice bit of blocking there, madam. Ah, so a little sly blocking's come up. Where to then, Hayley?
Can I have an R, please?
An R. What R is the sort of question which does not really expect an answer? Michelle?
Rhetorical.
Rhetorical's right, well done. Obviously merely for effect in the main. So, Blues, where are you going to go now?
Can I have a C, please?
A C, certainly. What C is a confusing problem or riddle, especially, Hayley?
Conundrum.
Conundrum's right, well done. Obviously one involving a pun or the final anagram on Countdown. So, Hayley, your choice, my dear. Where to?
Sorry, can I have an N, please?
Yes, you can. What N is the football club of which cookery expert Delia Smith is a director? Michelle?
Newcastle United.
It isn't Newcastle. Well emptied. Hayley, this is now all yours. What N is the football club of which cookery expert Delia Smith is a director, nicknamed the Canaries? Hayley?
Norwich City.
Norwich City's right. Well in. Ah, your dad'll be proud of you, because look at that, you're now flashing, ma'am. So, where to?
Can I have an A, please?
I thought you might. Ladies, obviously, on your mettle. What A is general forgiveness and the organisation, Gemma?
Absolution.
It isn't absolution. Well thought out. Bad luck. Hayley, this is now all yours. What A is general forgiveness and the organisation that campaigns on behalf of political prisoners? Hayley.
Amnesty.
Amnesty's right. Well played. That's Blockbusters. Oh, well in. As usual, we put that sly twist on the end. You jump to one conclusion and then have to resign to the next. So, one game to Hayley. Gemma and Michelle, this is your chance to level the score on the second game of Blockbusters. Good luck, girls. Right, L for lovely Liza is flashing, so. What L is the city containing a university of which Sherry Booth is the Vice-Chancellor, namely John Moores University? Hayley.
Liverpool.
Liverpool's right, well done. Up the Reds. Right, where to now, Miss Kelly?
Please may I have a W?
Yes, you can. What W is the Duke who is paid $100,000 a year by Belgium because his ancestor was the victor at Waterloo? Oh, Hayley, you're on the buzzer.
Wellington.
Wellington's right, well done. Apparently there is a Belgium campaign to stop his allowance, and I can't blame them, quite frankly. Right, Miss Kelly, you're in the lead at the moment, so where to?
Could I have a J, please?
A J. What J is the incessant sound of the bells on a one-horse open sleigh? Michelle.
Jingle.
Jingle is right. Well in. Ah, nice to see you, Blues, there. So, Blues, where to now?
Can I have a tea, please?
Tea. What T is the plan of scheduled lessons for school children? Michelle.
Timetable.
Timetable's right. Well in. Right, ladies.
An R, please.
An R to keep your pattern up. What R is an English cathedral city and the surname of the blinded hero who Jane marries in Jane Eyre? Hayley.
Rochester.
Rochester's right. Good on you, lady. Right, changing it a little bit as we go. So, Hayley, where to now?
Can I have an N, please?
An N. What N was a Viking invader in the Dark Ages? Gemma.
Norse.
Norseman. Norse will do. Well played. Ah, that's better, isn't it? So, Blues, where to now?
S, please.
An S for sugar. What S did Gloria Gaynor vow? Hayley.
Survive.
Survive is right. Nicely in there. She vowed to do it and has got us all at it ever since. So, my dear, where to now?
I'll have an H, please.
OK. What H were described as the size of mint imperials when they fell in northern England in August 2000? Gemma.
Hailstones.
Hailstones right. Good on you. Piling up into drifts that look like snow, apparently. I wasn't there. So, Blues. Bit of conflabbing.
F, please.
F. OK. What F are Lucian, the painter, and Clement, the former MP, both grandsons of Sigmund? Hayley.
Freud.
Freud's right. Whoa, well done. So there was a battle for the buzzer there. So, Miss Kelly, where to now, please?
I'll have an O, please.
An O at the bottom. What O was the Korean henchman of Auric Goldfinger in a James Bond novel who wore a deadly bowler hat? Gemma.
Odd job.
Odd job, well done. Odd job. I think he was silent, wasn't he? Except for the whir of his hat. So, Gemma and Michelle, your choice.
P, please.
A P, aye, aye. What P is the first part of the double-barrelled surname of It Girl Tara? Gemma.
Palmer.
Palmer's right, well done. Right, it's flashing, of course. However, we've run out of time. So I'm afraid if you want more of this excitement, you'll have to tune in again and watch us all, the same faces, on Blockbusters.
If you're a student aged 16 to 19 and would like to play Blockbusters, please send a large stamped addressed envelope to Blockbusters Contestants, P.O. Box 2500, London W1A 3QH.